everyone, what's up you guys? Welcome to and welcome back to Canada Stories. In my previous video, I gave you a brief idea about ECA process, which organization you must be considering in case you're confused, and also I informed you guys that IQAS is not accepting applications until May 20th, 2020. In case you have missed watching that video, I'll leave a link in the description box below. I strongly recommend you guys to go ahead and watch that video because it would give you a clarity on which organization you must be considering while applying for ECA, and also I have explained step by step, case by case as to which category you fall under based on your education. In case you are one among those people who have decided to go for IQAS, then this video is for you guys. Based on the recent update, IQAS has started accepting online applications, so that's a very good news. Also guys, IQAS receives a huge number of applications, so the time taken is not guaranteed and it may vary based on the number of applications that they receive. On an average, an assessment takes about 14 weeks once all the transcripts, required documents and the payment is delivered to IQAS. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Guys, before we start applying online, I would like to take some time to explain you guys about the steps that are involved here in IQAS, because this will provide you more clarity about the IQAS application. So let's try to understand and apply it together.
Open a web browser and type IQAS. This agency is based from Alberta, so you can see here www.alberta.ca. Since we are applying specifically for immigration purpose, I will be clicking on this, IQAS for immigration purposes. You can take a look here. This website will give you details about ECA, cancelling or changing your application, how to complete assessments, and also information on how to apply. Let's click on how to apply. On this page, it gives you detailed information on each of the subtopics that are related to IQAS process. As you can see here, there are 6 steps. Step 1 being before you apply. In this step, you can get information related to the fees involved in this process, which is about $200 plus $15 for Canadian address and $75 for an international address. You can also get information on the exceptions for certain professions like physician, pharmacist, etc. If you fall under these categories, you can go ahead and have a look at them for better understanding. Moving on to step 2, which is decide on credentials to be assessed. This step will give you a brief idea about what exactly IQAS does and also the criteria that IQAS does not assess. Now, step 3 is gathering documents, which is the most important step. This step gives you information about documents that you need to submit and also about few precautions that you need to take while sending out documents, like don't send original documents unless required, preparing clear and readable scans or digital photos to upload with your online application of your identification, and all educational related credentials supporting documents for the education you want to have assessed. This step also details on the steps to follow while submitting your online applications. You can go through these points. If you scroll down a bit, you have a heading that says Educational Documents. This would give you information about the documents that you need to submit based on your education. Right under this heading, you have a link to click that says Country Specific Document Requirement. Let's click on it, and I'm opening it in a new tab. You get to choose a list of countries here based on the country you are from, and can obtain information about the documents that you need to submit based on your education, and also this gives information about the method of submission. For example, let's click on India. This takes us to a sheet that describes the documents you need to submit based on your credential and also the method of submission. If you scroll a bit down, it also gives you information about the documents you need to submit for technical education and secondary education. So, if your country is listed, provide the documents indicated based on the credentials. As you can see here, you have the uploading instructions, which says upload a clear and readable color scan or a digital photo for all the pages, basically front and back of original documents. So don't scan the blank pages. You must also include pages with instructions, barcodes, stamps, or any other information that is included on the document. Next is your electronic transcript. If your institution uses TrueCopy, provide IQAS with access to your electronic documents. You may also provide your documents to IQAS through the following: Electronic Transcript Exchange Registry, which is also known as ETX. You may notify IQAS about transcript availability and access at this particular email address. The above email can only be used by institutions, not by applicants. If you look at the section here, it gives you information about the credentials, what to submit, and the method of submission. For example, if we take the example of bachelor's or degree, so there are two things that you need to submit. One is your degree, which will be submitted by you using your IQAS portal, and you can refer to the uploaded instructions above. And the second is your transcript that will be sent by the college either electronically or by using a sealed envelope. In the similar manner, you also have information about the technical education and also about the secondary education.
Guys, let's pause here. If you find this video helpful, please let me know by hitting the like button and smashing the subscribe button.
Guys, spend some time here to go through the list of documents that you need to submit and also about the method of submission. Should you have any queries, please list your questions in the comment section below. Most of the countries are listed in this sheet. There would be few people whose countries are not listed in this sheet. And if your country is not listed, let's check the documents that you need to provide in step 4. Moving on to step 4, which is provide original or verifiable transcripts. Official transcripts or mark sheets must be provided for all credentials you are asking to be assessed. In general, transcripts can be provided using one of the following preferred methods. Methods are: 1 is using electronic transcripts, 2 using transcripts mailed by an issuing authority, 3 using the transcripts mailed by an applicant. Let's check about electronic transcripts. You can use this method if your responsible issuing authority issues electronic transcripts, makes transcripts available online and shareable through secure websites, offers access to direct electronic verification of your transcripts or studies. So you can refer to the detailed instruction in the country-specific requirements provided above. Now, let's check about transcripts mailed by an issuing authority. If your responsible issuing authority can mail or courier original transcripts, you, as well as your issuing authority, must use Request of Academic Records form to prepare and to send your original transcripts directly to IQAS. So let's try to open this. I'm just opening it in a new tab. Now, this is how your form looks like. Also guys, transcripts sent by mail or courier must be attested, dated and placed in a sealed envelope that is stamped with the institution's official seal across the back flap. Next method is transcripts mailed by an applicant. If your issuing authority cannot mail or courier transcripts directly, you may mail or courier the sealed envelope with your official transcripts to IQAS. So you can refer to the detailed instructions in the country-specific document requirements which we saw earlier. The transcripts again guys must be attested, dated and placed in a sealed envelope. And it also has to be stamped with the institution's official seal across the back flap. Please note guys, you cannot open the envelope. You must ensure your file number is clearly marked or identified with your transcript, or IQAS may not be able to assess the application. There is an alternative method and should be used only if you are unable to use one of the preferred methods. If you have your original transcript, upload a clear and readable color scan or digital photo of all the pages of original documents in the IQAS application portal. You must also include pages with instructions, barcodes, stamps, or any other information that is not your grade information. Refer to detailed instructions in the country-specific document requirements provided above. However, please know that IQAS may not be able to complete an assessment if they cannot conclusively verify your authenticity of credentials. Moving on to step 5, which is complete the online application. This step gives details about the documents that you need to upload, basically like a document checklist, academic credentials, transcripts, passport identity page or alternative government issued ID, basically in case if you don't have a passport, proof of name change, etc. It also gives other details about payment options while paying your application fees. Now guys, what happens after you submit your online application? After you submit your online application, you will receive an email from IQAS with your file number. So please note that file number, as you will require this number for your request of academic records form that we saw earlier. And you will also receive a final PDF version of your application. For your record, you can keep a copy of your payment receipt. Before we click on Start Your Online Application, let's take a look at our final step, which is step 6, after you apply. If your mailing address is Canada, IQAS will mail your documents to a Canada post office near you. You will receive a delivery notice card from Canada Post letting you know that your package is available for pickup. Canada Post keeps packages for 15 days. You will need to collect your package on time and show proper identification. If your mailing address is outside Canada, so that package will be delivered directly to your address. For immigration purpose, most likely you need not wait for the post. As soon as your reports are ready under your account, you can use them for express entry process in order to save time. If you're making changes to your application or cancelling your application, you can do the necessary changes by logging into IQAS application portal. If IQAS needs any additional documents or information from you, IQAS will contact you by phone or email. There is also information about refunds in this section. Partial refunds will be issued if an assessment cannot be completed due to insufficient documentation, a finding that institution is not recognized, and/or if a finding that the credentials submitted cannot be assessed by IQAS. So refunds will not be issued if the documents are altered or tampered, forged or falsely translated. Guys, please note that duplicate certificates are only issued for a previously completed assessment at a price of $15 per copy and also a courier fee per mailing address. You can also request an additional copy of your IQAS certificate by logging into your IQAS application portal. And guys, as mentioned in my previous videos, ECA is valid for express entry process for 5 years from the date it was issued. There might be instances where you're not satisfied with your assessment. Then there is something called as reassessment or appeal process. So let's take a look. If you are not satisfied with your assessment, you may send a request for reassessment in writing to IQAS office. And if you're not satisfied with the outcome of the reassessment, you can appeal in writing, but for this you'll need to pay $75 as appeal fee. But guys, please note here that written requests for reassessments and appeal must be submitted within 1 year of the original date of assessment. This section also has information about the processing time and also about the status updates, basically about tracking your delivery and also about the meaning of the status that you may find in your portal. You can see here guys, it has the meaning for on hold, cancellation, mailed, final review, so you can go through them. Now that we have an idea about the main topics like documents you need, then conditions associated with IQAS, let me show you a demo of how to apply for IQAS. In the same page, scroll above, you have an option called Start Your Online Application. Let's click on it. So this takes you to a page where you have two options. One is create an account. Two is sign in if you have an existing account. Since we are new here, let's go ahead and create an account. So I'll be filling in the name and all my details. So starting with my first name and my last name, gender, date of birth, country of birth, and also it'll ask you for your email address and also email address, and I click on submit. You will receive a mail which will have your file number. So this is the file number guys. You can click on the link mentioned in the email and activate your account. Next, it prompts you to change password. For that, type in your temporary password as mentioned in the email, and then you can confirm your new password and click on change password. Now try logging in using your new password and username. Now it takes you to a page which says welcome to IQAS client portal, and you have certain tabs here. So let's click on create new application. You get two options here, one for immigration and the other for study purpose. Since we need ECA for immigration purpose, let's go ahead and click on ECA to immigrate to Canada. You have a disclaimer here. Read it and click on I agree. You have a question here. Why do you need an assessment? So since we are applying for immigration, let's click on the first option and click on save and next. Now you will be taken to a page that already has your personal information filled. You will have to check if the information that you entered is correct or not. Beware that this information will appear on your assessment certificate. Therefore, it is very important to check the personal information which is entered here. If the information that you entered is incorrect, you can still edit here by clicking on the no option. You can amend the mistake and then you can hit on save and next. Next page has a question. Do you have any other name that appears on your official educational documents? If you have any, you can click on Add Previous Name and fill in your information. In this case, since I don't have any other name, I'm going to click on Save and Next. The next page will be about the address that you need to enter. Please enter the address wherein you would want to receive your ECA copy. So I'm just entering the city, country, India, state. Make sure you put in the proper zip code and I hit Save and Next. The next page requires you to enter your educational information, starting with the country of education. In this case, it's India. Next is the name of the certificate or diploma or program. So I'm writing Bachelor's in Engineering. Next is the name of the institution. There are instances wherein your institute might not be listed here. In such scenario, you can go ahead and type it manually under the section Other Institution Name. Next, your start year and your end year. Here guys, you will have to list only educational institutions that issued credentials you want to assess. If you have more credentials that you want to assess, you can click on this option Add Credential and follow the same steps as above. So I'm clicking on Add Credentials, selecting the country of education, which is India, name of the certificate, diploma or degree, name of the institution, which is Amity. I'm just putting the start year and the end year. Click on Save and Next. This takes us to the next page, which has two options here. One, it allows us to recheck which all credentials you would like to choose for assessment. It also has an option to add additional assessment certificate at the cost of $15 and courier fee. Since it doesn't cost you extra to get both the degrees evaluated, I'm going to place a check mark on both the boxes and I click Save and Next. Next step is our document checklist. You have 3 columns here. One that gives you information about the documents you need to upload. Second column gives you information about the compulsory documents that one must upload versus the conditional documents. Third column gives information about what you need to upload and what you need to mail. Let's check this in more detail. For proof of name, upload a clear scanned copy or photo of your passport, personal information page, or other government issued identity document in case your passport is unavailable. This is a must-have document, guys. And you can upload this by clicking on the paperclip button here. I'm going to upload a dummy file here. And once you upload it, click on the arrow mark which points above. Next is proof of name change. If your name is different from the name on your educational credentials, upload proof of the name change. For example, a clear scanned copy or photo of a marriage certificate or official name change document. This is optional. Next tab requires educational documents. This section is for engineering. Firstly, it's asking for degree or diploma or certificate. Upload a clear scanned copy or photo of your degree or certificate in the original language it was issued for each credential you want IQAS to assess. And this is a must-have document. So you'll have to upload this, do not mail it. So I'm just clicking it and uploading a dummy file again here. Let's click on the upload arrow mark. Now talking about transcripts, there are 2 recommended methods and the third method is a backup. So let's check about the first method. If you or your college, which is your issuing authority, are sending the official copy to IQAS directly in a sealed envelope with stamp across the back flap. So you can click on this option, which is mailed by institution or applicant to IQAS. Now the newer method is by digitally sending over the documents. So if the issuing authority uses digital services to transmit your academic credentials, provide IQAS with access to your electronic documents. If you're using digital services to transmit transcripts, upload a written statement identifying the service you're using, or confirm your institution or service is sending the transcript to this particular email address. Now the third method, as clearly discussed previously, it is to be used only if you're not able to use the above mentioned two methods, which is basically if you cannot use the above methods but you have your original transcripts, upload the transcript here. Also note that IQAS may not be able to complete an assessment if they cannot conclusively verify the authenticity of your credentials. Next, in case if your documents were not originally issued in English, upload a clear scanned copy of an official translation of your degree, diploma or certificate and transcripts, mark sheets or grade reports. So this is conditional again, so you can upload it only if applicable and do not mail it. Now similarly, I'll be continuing the same steps for uploading the documents for MBA as well. So I'm uploading a dummy file here, and I'm also opting for this option, mailed by institution, and I hit save and next. Next page has a declaration form that you must read and confirm. So assuming that I have read the below declaration, I place a tick in the checkbox and move to next page by clicking save and next. This page has two questions on top. Do you want to receive information about working and living in Alberta? So you can click yes or a no based on your preference. Next, have you requested original documents for your credentials to be sent by IQAS? In case university is sending the original documents, you can click on yes here. Now, if you scroll down, you can view your fee summary. Total cost here, including courier fee, is about $275, precisely $75 for delivery. So I hit save and next. This page is the final page that has your payment option. Before that, you need to preview and verify your application. So let's click on this link, preview my application. Now, this downloads a page for us. Let's open it. This page consists of the final information. Basically, check if you have entered the information correctly along with proper spelling. Take a look about the documents that you have uploaded. Place a tick mark here by acknowledging that you have previewed your application, and you can make the payment by choosing any one of these methods. Also guys, for check, money order, bank drafts, you must include your file number with payment and ensure that the money draft is payable to Government of Alberta. And I click on submit. Now, all you need to do is complete your payment.
See, I told you guys, you can easily apply on your own without any agent's help. Should you have any queries, don't hesitate to ask questions in the comment section below. I'm here to help you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video today. Until next video, stay connected. Love you guys. Bye-bye.